Hello everyone and welcome back to Sousa Plays, where it's time again to take a challenge of GeoGuessr with a 5-minute time limit per round, and the seed, which I will be putting in the video description if you want to play along, is this one. There we go, I pasted it so I have it copied, and this is where I start playing. We start off on a highway where we drive on the right, our yellow lines on the road, and I'm thinking we are in North America, most likely the United States, but we will have to see about that. Which state, though, is the first question we ask ourselves, and then we will look on signs and Winnebago country. Alright, Winnebago County. Winnebago. Now, if I was smarter, I might know where that was, but I don't. Counties aren't my specialty. We are on the Highway 20, in whatever state we're in. But since I don't know what state we're in, it's kind of difficult. However, if we were to look over here, we would see Winnebago County. But this is the yellow and blue ones that we're associating with Minnesota. Now, I seem to be always guessing Minnesota lately, but in my defense, we've actually been right most of the time. So why change the winning concept here? Let's have a look. East 20 in Minnesota. Is there a Winnebago County? I don't think you can see that on the map, but maybe we can find a 20. It would be headed east, of course. 10, 12, 14, 18, 20. So this is the 20. And it's headed east. It's pretty long though. Goes across all of Minnesota from Chicago, Rockford, Galena. Is there... If we zoom in, do you think we could see Winnebago? Maybe there's a town. Oh! There it is. Well, that's enough for coincidental evidence for me. Now, how big is Winnebago County? It's actually not headed straight east. We're heading a little bit north, so maybe we're... Well, this one all the way heads a little bit north. But it turns over here. Is that the... Well, actually, this is the 20 and this is the 20. So maybe we're on this big road here. Yeah, that seems right. And then it turns north, so we're somewhere around here then. Let's see, can we see maybe Hall Memorial Park? Not quite. What sort of road is this? Do we actually have a name here? 37. So since we know roughly where we are, could look for a 37. Well, not quite. Let's look around Winnebago. Is there a 37 here? This is the bus 20. Not quite. But if the 20 actually is this close to a city called Winnebago, and we have the road signs that look like Minnesota, I'm gonna have to go with it. If we're in some other part of America, they've done a good job fooling me at least. Okay, now we're headed east. So we're actually headed a little bit south then. Okay, maybe I'm gonna put us closer to Winnebago. I mean, we can't be that far off. Counties aren't that big, right? What's this say? State Police Headquarters, half a mile. What state though? Minnesota, right? Tourist activities. Aikman's Processing Company. Wow. And the Playhouse Theater. PEC, Playhouse Theater. So here's a big intersection. I should probably have kept driving then, because now we only have 5 seconds. American flag. And Pecatonica. We were pretty close. We were on the other side though. Oh, we're headed east. Of course we were on the other side. I'm confusing my east and west again. Well, 4,948 points. I'm not going to complain. We found Winnebago. We found Freeport. Well, that's cool. We could catch the ferry to Kinos. No, what am I talking about? To Fadewar. That's the ferry we catch in Freeport. Kinos is on the other coast. There we go. Second one. We are in a small town where a dog is looking curiously at us. There's a lady over there. Or possibly a scarecrow, I don't know. Probably a lady though, because why would you put a scarecrow in the middle of the road? Right. Jesus Independencia. So, independence and Jesus and Coca-Cola. All the things we want in life. Let's head on. More dogs. Fecoria Felisur or Elisur. I'm getting vibes of Mexico or South America. The dogs though don't look like the normal breeds you would see in the wild. They might not be wild dogs, but they sure look wild. Oh, well that's the Peru flag painted onto a door there. That's exactly the kind of initiatives I want everyone watching the series to take. Go outside, paint your flag, and onto your door. It makes it so much easier for those playing GeoGuessr. So, where in Peru would we be then? Well, I don't really... Mountains are pretty far off, but we don't really know how far. They're to the north and to the east. And to the south, but not so much to the west. So maybe nearer to the coast then. I'm gonna put us near Lima. I'm gonna put us there. Then let's go west. See if we reach the coast. Or this is a road sign perhaps. Umachiri. That's something to go on. I'm gonna zoom in because I don't know how big that would be. Chimbote, Trujillo, Chiclayo, Piura. Okay, Umachiri. It could just mean, you know, railway station or something like that. But it sort of looks like it could be a town. We have Churin, not Umachiri. And Lima, of course. Capital. Concepcion. Pisco, Ica, Santiago. Are we in Chile? No, we're still in Peru. Cusco. Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to find that. Maybe it wasn't a city after all. Okay, this one though, this one looks good. Puente Ayaviri, longitude 160 meters, capacidad 60 tons. So capacity 60 ton, longitude. Oh, it's like the road or the bridge. It's 120 meters long and has a capacity of 60 tons. Yeah, it must be this bridge they're talking about. If there's a bridge, this doesn't. Well, it looks like it could be a river. The river is flowing east-west. Well, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna put us down here somewhere. Is that a road zone? Cusco, right, straight forward. So we're actually... Cusco is to the north, so we must be south of Cusco then. That's very basic. Terminal terrestre. Terrestre. Pauro. Let's see, what was that other name? Well, we were further away from Cusco, but at least we got a little bit better. There's Ayaviri, I didn't see that. Cusco Julianca Railroad. Well, 4,450 points. We got Peru right. I mean, if I've seen the Cusco sign, I might have guessed anyway, but pretty good. Okay, now we're again on a highway, yellow lines, and we're driving on the right, so my guess is North America. Not necessarily Minnesota. Speed limit is 35. Speeding is $1,000. Reckless driving, though, is 8 years. But if you're speeding, isn't that the sort of reckless driving? Maybe it's a mild form of reckless driving. That doesn't tell us anything. Office space for lease. Can't really read that. Definitely in the US though. This is a typical US intersection. Let's see if we can find anything. Wait, is this reckless driving? If I stay right here and try to read all the signs. Woodfield Crossing Boulevard. This is the Circle City tickets. American flag there. Wait, the latest is Keystone Avenue and Woodfield. Keystone and Woodfield. Oh, I see large houses over here. Skyscrapers almost. So this must be the way into town. What town now? 86th Street, Castleton, Nora. I don't want to go off the road really. I kind of want to continue towards these large houses in the distance here. Okay, well, it looks like they're doing some road work, so we're actually using a single file lane. Can I get over here? Haha, I can. Yeah, we're on the Interstate 465, going west and east and heading to some pretty big city. City Securities, alright. The Interstate 465 we might be able to find. Of course, there are a lot of them, but they're big enough to be visible from space. Or at least from this size. So 465. It's north and west. I guess the 3-digit ones are 55, 530, 35, 45, 465. I guess that's between 46 and 47. Is that how it works? Houston. We have a problem. We can't find our interstate. 35. You see 35 and then have 335. North Keystone Parkway. Okay, well let's drive on a little bit. Maybe we can find it. This is the 465. Okay, we're crossing the 465. Going east and west. We're headed north. So the 465 actually goes like this. Oops. Right. But if we then go up on this road, you will see Pedestrian, bicycle, motorcycle, non-personal traffic prohibited. Keystone Avenue. So this is the 465 interstate. Now, if we were to do some reckless driving, wrong way, yes. Very helpful. Exit 33. So if we were to go down here, we should be able to tell Indianapolis is to the left. Well, Indianapolis I should be able to find. That ought to be in Indiana, right? Yes. Logic. And Carmel. Indianapolis is to the... Oh, well, I can't really tell. But maybe we can find that interstate. 465, there it is. It actually only goes... Oh, 465 is the one that goes around Indianapolis. Hey, that's good to know. So if I guess Indianapolis, we would actually find it. Now, if we go to the road that says to Indianapolis, this is the Center for the Performing Arts. Well, that's not very helpful. So Indianapolis would be to the south. So we're north of Indianapolis. So over here, that's pretty good. We started off here, past the Fashion Mall, then we got up to the 465. And there we figured out, actually it was this road then that led back into Indianapolis. So there we go, we were close to Indianapolis. Good. Next round. Okay, well, we're in a big field of gravel. Now the road signs here looks almost Swedish. And this is a Volvo. You know what I'm thinking? So this is some sort of river. People looking on their bikes. That's also a Volvo, right? No? Okay, we can't go any further this way, so let's find some place to go. I was trying to zoom in on some cars. I can't really read this, so let's ignore that for now. This looks like a pretty big city though. We're headed south-ish. Okay, well maybe we're not in Sweden. Centrum, Kekusta. So this is Finland. Right, where in Finland? Använd alltid körljus. Oh wow. So we're actually Österbotten. Well, that's even better. Österbotten is up here. Österbottnia. Northern Österbottnia is this one. But if we're having signs in both languages, we must have just gotten off the ferry, right? So we could be in Vasa or in Oulu, because that's where the ferries go. I'm not sure exactly. I can't see any ferry lines. Can we have some more? Okay, there's Northern Österbottnia. Is this Southern Österbottnia? No, this is Kainu. So Southern Österbottnia would be, of course, along the coast. Huh? Is this still... Okay, Northern Österbottnia. It's pretty big. So this would be... No, that's Northern Savonia. This is Southern... No, this is Central Finland. This one then. This is Central Österbottnia. So we're in one of these two. Well, that means we could be anywhere. I'm gonna guess Vasa. Just because. Jakobstad. Oh well. So let's guess Jakobstad then. So this is the old harbor, Gamla Hamn. So that was probably where we started. I guess it could have been either harbor, but yeah, we might have started right there. Let's have a look. It's north. Could have started. Can't really see where the ferry terminal would be. Maybe up here. Let's move a little bit around. Yeah, they have both Swedish and Finnish, so we must have just gotten off the ferry. Centrum is actually, the center of town is to the south, so we should be north of the actual Jakobstad then. Which seems to be correct. Yeah, I think we're on one of these roads down here. AB Kraftland OI, was that where we started maybe? And then we went on to this road. We couldn't read that one. Let's go back to the starting spot. No, this is more something with a B. Boston. Just looking for something that looks kind of similar. Okay, I don't see anything. But let's say we were right here then, close to Jakobstad. And make the guess. 4904. I should have stayed up there. It was actually AB Kraftline OI. We started up there. Too bad. Well, not too bad. It was pretty good. 4994. And then finally, we're left in the middle of nowhere. Possibly Australia. North or south? What's the gamble? I don't see anything in either direction. Let's go south. Please take us somewhere so we can make a good guess. We have a good run going here. 19,337 points currently with one left to go. We have a chance of beating our record. Our best. We only need 3,700 to get a top score. Actually, 3,500 would be enough. Somewhere along there. Okay, well, not really finding anything. The road is leading on. It's the end of the road, so let's return to start and go north instead. At least we figured that out. I got the wrong way. Zooming out. See anything? Holler. I'm definitely thinking Australia though. Doesn't look like South Africa, both because they actually turned a little bit to the north there. I'm not going to look at that sign. That's not a road sign. Also, the camera is not good enough to read anything specific. So, if the road to the south ended, then maybe we're in the northern Australia, but I can see mountains in the distance here. Which would be true if we were in the southern Australia. If I was in the northern, I would probably not see mountains to the north. But you can't really tell it with mountains. This one actually has snow on top of it. I'm not sure where in Australia there would be snow-covered mountains. But I'm hoping we get to somewhere where there's a better road sign or better camera. I'm clicking as fast as I can here. I can click faster, of course, but it wouldn't really make us move any faster because it has to load as well. Alright, well, half the time has passed. Can we find anything? This is very exciting in a very boring sort of way. Which I suppose would be a slogan for my channel, if I thought about it. Very exciting in a very boring sort of way. Moving on. We're getting closer to the mountains, right? You can see them getting larger, right? Or am I just imagining things? How far can we go before in 5 minutes? It's the new series. How far can you move in GeoGuessr with 5 minutes time limit? Speed challenge. Okay, well, we're getting definitely closer to these mountains now. But the road turns away. Luckily, I don't think I would have wanted to scale the mountains. Okay, when there's 1 minute left, I'm gonna go look at the map. But there was some sort of crossing coming up. Ah, there's the end. We found the bigger road. And not a better camera though. Can we read this one? Yes, maybe, come on. Dosh Fitzgerald and Dosh and Children. Let's hope that the other side of the intersection was better. No. Okay, Australia. Where are your snow-covered mountains? I have no idea. Well, I have to guess somewhere. I'm gonna guess down here near Melbourne. Could be wrong though. Adelaide. Do they have mountains? Mountains aren't Eromanga, really? Well, if I put that in the video description, I might get more views. It wasn't even Australia. We were in Nevada. That explains the snow-covered mountains. There may actually not be any snow-covered mountains in Australia. So it was probably Eureka we saw on that sign. Summit Mountain was the one we saw in the distance. I'm making things up, I'm not sure. Maybe it said Austin. Maybe it said Reno. Well, Nevada, why do you have to look so much like Australia? I guess there was really nothing that said it should be in Australia. Oh well. Maybe we'll get the record next time. That one definitely put our score in place. But we got a really good one in Peru. We had a really good one in Finland. We actually even slugged out about 2 in North America with Illinois. Didn't I guess Minnesota on that one? Why did I guess Illinois? I thought that we were in Minnesota. Anyway, I guess I found a sign that said Illinois or something. I can't remember. How did I figure that one out? And the Indiana one was kind of easy, I suppose, when we had the large highway interstate. And then Nevada ruined everything. Oh well, maybe your round went better. Maybe you figured out that that's not Australia, there's a mountain there. It can't be Australia. They don't have any snow-covered mountains. If they had snow-covered mountains, they'd be gooder. They would be better at alpine skiing. And there's no real Australian alpine skiing, as far as I know. Well, anyway, 19,378, not a bad score. I hope you had fun if you played along. I hope you liked the video if you didn't. And if you did, I hope, of course, the same. But goodbye for now, and I'll see you next time.